Hi everybody and welcome to Amy Nolte Music. I have always wanted to play the guitar. I do play the guitar, but not well at all. And I've never been able to give it the attention that I wanted to, or build my calluses, or have the time. And recently I wrote a song, and the song begs for guitar. On the piano, it sounds like this, which is how I started. And then through the whole thing, it just does like this. It's just like boom chuck, boom chuck, boom chuck. When I made the demo for this song, this is how it sounded. I was there when you were born, one of the first to hold you tight. But I knew it couldn't be the piano, and I also knew that I couldn't play guitar on it, and so I was thinking about which guitar player to maybe call and, you know, have them use the steel string or a nylon string. Anyway, it's kind of crazy because right around that time, I got contacted by the people at Harpejji. Harpejji is an instrument that I've been absolutely fascinated by for years and years. You've seen Jacob Collier play it. You've seen Corey Henry play it. You've seen Stevie Wonder play it.
I like this. I like the sound of it.
And maybe you've seen Landon Meeks play it on his Instagram, who is the son of the man who invented the Harpejji. This is what it looked like when it came to me in the mail, and I very excitedly sat down to play it. I think I need to plug it in, but that's a whole tone scale. Lower the closer I get to myself. Chromatic scale any way up. It's a lot like a guitar, it's a lot like a piano, and it's kind of laid out like a piano. Let me tell you my initial thoughts about that. Starting to, it like feels kind of natural, but I mean this is an F sharp, and that's a B, E, D sharp, and I found a B. So like, and then if I scoot it up, now I'm in C. It's chromatic if you go up. That kind of feels natural. On my Harpejji, there are 16 strings. They're all laid out in a whole tone scale, and it takes a little bit of time to get used to it. Under every single fret is a pickup, so everywhere you tap, there's sound. So my idea was, if a piano player could play the guitar proficiently, for me anyway, it might happen on the Harpejji and not on a real guitar. So my idea was I can be my own guitar player, maybe, and record this song all by myself. You can see my progress right here. All I had to do really was play the roots and the thirds and the sevens, which I've told you many, many times. It's just like the foundation for being able to play jazz or chords in general. Okay, this is about after a half hour of practicing, and I need to do an A major 7 chord, a C diminished 7th chord. I like this one I found, and a B minor, and an E sus that resolves. And I can do like this after about a half hour. Getting there. It took me a month, probably a month of practicing a little bit every day before I could play this entire song on the Harpejji. And now I can. And I have recorded the entire song. Now, let me tell you a tiny bit about the song. I was on an airplane a few months ago, and I was just sitting in my seat, and somebody said, "Jessica, let's go." They were like mad at their daughter for not buckling her seatbelt or something. And it just hit me that it's a kind of cool idea to say somebody's name and then let's go, and maybe that could be a song title. And the first name that popped into my head was my sister who's 10 years younger than me, and her name is Emma. And so I just started writing, actually typing on the notes app in my phone, some lyrics. And I really didn't have a melody in mind when I started typing, but it's crazy. By the time I landed, these lyrics were finished. And you'll see in the song, but it tells you about 3 distinct times in the life of my sister and I, and you'll get to know about us a little bit. Kind of melancholy song, but to me it's a powerful song about a couple of sisters who have gotten through some rough stuff together. I love my sister more than anything, and I know you'll be able to hear that in the song. So as I approached it on the Harpejji, I knew that the dry sound of the Harpejji just going direct into my system, which is what I did, wasn't going to be quite enough. So what I did was I started kind of sifting through different plugins, and I came up with one that I thought sounded good. I liked it a lot. And then I called my son Miles, who's nearly 25, and I asked him if he could come over and doctor it up just a little bit for me. So he sat down in Logic, added a little bit of reverb. We did this panning, so it just barely bounces from side to side. And he warmed it up with some EQ quite a bit. And here's the Harpejji stem. You can hear it just a little bit and see what Miles and I cooked up on it. It doesn't sound like a guitar. And so here lies my problem, and I need your help. I recorded it anyway. I know it doesn't sound like a guitar. It sounds like a Harpejji. It's like some mix between a guitar and a synth. And when I played it for different members of my family, they all said the same thing. Well, it doesn't sound like a guitar, Mom. Like, you didn't get what you were going for, because they all knew I was going for a guitar sound. I was like, you know what? I think that's okay. So I've done a little experiment. I have recorded this, like I said, on Harpejji. You'll hear the whole version at the end. I made a little music video with a split screen so you can see me playing and watch me singing. But the other thing that I did was I contacted a new guitar player friend of mine, Pritesh Walia. You saw him in our cover of Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas back in December. And I asked Pritesh if he could learn the song and try to kind of do what I did on the Harpejji, but on his nylon string. And Pritesh made me a gorgeous recording of this song. So gorgeous that I feel like I have to release it twice. You'll see that this song has little piano parts in it, like little cascading octaves that are up high. It was always my idea to put those in woodwinds, to have flutes playing them, maybe flutes and clarinets. So my idea is this first version of Emma Let's Go is yours truly on Harpejji, piano, backing vocals, and just a tad of MIDI electric bass that you can hear if you have it in your earphones probably. And this is like my electric solo version. And the second version will be an acoustic version with Pritesh on his nylon string. Probably me on backing vocals and piano, but I will hire somebody to play woodwinds on it for me, like woodwind quartet, and play those cascading lines that the piano plays right now. And then we'll have acoustic version of Emma Let's Go. Both will be released on Spotify at some future date, and maybe Bandcamp, probably everywhere, you know. But for now, if you'd like to get the full wave file of this electric, as it were, version of Emma Let's Go, you can sign up for Nebula. I'm just going to add a little addendum right here. I will also put the stems up on the link in Nebula, so you'll have every stem of what I recorded. Do with them what you will. I've told you about Nebula so many times because it's actually the reason that I'm still on YouTube. It's the reason that I'm able to create the videos that I create, and the reason I was able to make this song, to tell the truth. Nebula is a platform just like Netflix, just like YouTube, but it has more thoughtful content. And as with this video and many other videos, when you go there, you click this video, you watch it, there are no ads ever. And in the description of the video, you'll see a little tiny URL that'll have the link so that you can download this WAV file for yourself. I do this with a lot of videos. I'll put a PDF that's only available in the description of the video on Nebula, or I'll have bonus videos. You know, I've got full classes, online classes on Nebula, 5 of them. Everything I know about chords, part 1, part 2, how to create meaningful motifs for jazz improv, a class about playing the blues with Adam Neely, and my brand new series where I interview different piano players right here at this piano. And in my first interview, it's Larry Golding's. Each of these by themselves would cost you like $100, but they're all on Nebula. $30 is all you need to pay for the entire year, and you get access to everything. Bonus videos, extra videos, extended cut videos of mine, PDFs, WAV files this time, and all of those classes. And you can see them all just by clicking on the code that you see on the screen, signing up for Nebula. And I really hope that you like this song. I hope that you'll leave me your thoughts in the comments and tell me if you like the way that the Harpejji sounds on it, if you're like totally satisfied with this electric version, or if you wish that there would be an acoustic version with Pritesh on nylon. There will be. I'm making it, working on it now. But here's the video, the song, and I really hope you like it. Thanks everybody for watching. I'll see you next time on Amy Nolte Music.
I was there when you were born, one of the first to hold you tight, to dress you up, to hold your hand, to say goodnight. Sisters, strong as we could be, and far enough apart that being close wasn't easy. Big sister was a role that I was born to play, and when the world got more confusing, I would carry you and whisper in your ear, Emma, let's go. Your friends can wait to see you. Now it's time for us to talk and get things straight. Emma, let's go. We've always worked things out before. You know I've got your back and you've got mine. I wasn't there the day the sky came crashing down that summer night. About 11 hours away, I drove all night. Sisters, sad as we could be, and far enough apart that holding you wasn't easy. My sister was a role that you were born to play, and when the doctors and the fighting were too much for us to bear, I took your hand. Emma, let's go. It's safer in my arms, and now it's time for us to talk and get things straight. Emma, let's go. We've always worked things out before. You know I've got your back and you've got mine. So rough for us to be apart, make the choice to let him go. I guess that he just couldn't be the kind of dad we used supposed to know. Sisters, tough as we could be, and old enough to know that letting go isn't easy. Daughter is a role that changes over time, and when he couldn't put us first, you called me up and said, hey sis, let's break away. Sister, let's go. We're better off without him, and sometimes in life you've got to say goodbye. Amy, let's go. We've always worked things out before, you know I've got your back and you've got mine. Emma, let's go. Emma, let's go. Emma.